Hello, welcome back to Literature 001. So we'll continue from where we stop under drama. So today we'll be considering the elements of drama. As we know the definition of drama, what drama is all about before. So like I said earlier, drama has to do with a dynamic and expressive art form that has captivated audience for centuries, and it also has to do with the presentation of characters on stage. So it is a powerful medium for storytelling, conveying emotions, themes, and ideas through a combination of dialogue, action, and other elements. So now, what are the elements of drama? What are the things that makes up drama? One element of drama can be said to be the character and characterization. So, who are the characters? The characters are the individual who drive the plot forward, each with their own unique motivation, goals, and personalities. So, the characters can either be the protagonist, which is the central character, often the hero or heroine who drives the main action and whose journey is the main focus of the plot. Then we have the antagonist, a character or force that opposes the main character, that is the protagonist, in order to create conflict and tension. Then we have the supporting characters who play a secondary role but are essential for plot development. So characters are the agents through whom the story is told, while characterization is the process by which a playwright reveals personality, motives, and growth through dialogue, action, and interaction. So let's move down to the next element of drama. The next element of drama has to do with the plot. Now, the plot is the backbone of a drama that provides the structure and narrative framework for the story, and it typically includes exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution. So the plot is the structured sequence of events, while conflict is the engine that propels the plot forward. So continue from let's move on to the other elements of drama. The other elements of drama has to do with message. So the theme is the underlying idea or message that the drama conveys or is often exploring. So the theme is basically the universal truth or social commentary. That is the it explores concepts that resonate across culture and time, such as love, loss, justice, or ambition. So the theme is basically the central idea or underlying message of the play, and it reflects the playwright's view of the world or commentary on human nature, society, or morality. So it's basically the theme that gives a drama an intellectual depth and emotional resonance by transforming a mere story into a profound exploration of human experience. So let's move on to the other one. But take note before we move on, the theme can be either implicit or explicit. That is, it leaves room for interpretation and reflection. So the other element of drama has to do with the dialogue and language. So the dialogue is the spoken exchange between characters, and it reveals relationship, emotions, and conflicts. And also it acts as the primary vehicle for character interaction and plot progression. So it reveals characters, it builds relationship, and it advances plot and also establishes tone. So this is what a dialogue and language has to do it in elements of drama. Then the next element has to do with the setting and stagecraft. The setting refers to the time and place where the action occurs, or I can say the setting has to do with the location where a plot is being carried out. So the setting and stagecraft is basically characterized by lighting, costume, sound, scenery. So the lighting is the one that illuminates the stage or the location, that directs audience focus and also creates atmosphere from bright sunlight to shadowy mystery. So the stagecraft includes lighting, costume, sound, scenery, like I mentioned earlier, and it's also the visual and technical elements that creates the atmosphere and supports the storytelling. So these elements helps to transform a script into a live experience. Then the next element has to do with audience and performance. For a drama to be carried out, it needs to be presented in front of an audience. So drama is meant to be performed and watched, making the interplay between performance and audience critical. So the audience reaction, whether overt or soft, to influence the energy and pacing of the play in order to create a unique live event with each show. So performance includes actors expression, movements, and interpretation. So it's through this dynamic interaction that drama fulfills its purpose and also forged a shared experience that transcends the boundaries of the stage. So we've considered the elements of drama. We'll be moving down to the structure of a prose and also the elements of a prose in our next lesson. See you next time. Thank you very much.